either resonate or it just won't. Also, this reading is timeless, so whenever you view this video is the perfect time for you to learn about this love that is definitely part of your life. Well, for some Pisces. I am going to upload 2 love stories for each sign due to the fact that I'm going to make these so specific. So the second one I will upload on the 14th. So if this one doesn't resonate, maybe that one will. So Pisces, I'm going to pull a card to see what your past life connection is with this person. Also, if you feel like I'm describing you really well, but you have no idea who I'm talking about when I'm talking about the lover, that could mean you have yet to meet this lover. It could be something that is on its way. Okay, so this is way too many because we are just pulling one. So we have trees. This here is a very spiritual card. It talks about nature, but also you could have had a lifetime with this person where you guys lived in like a nature setting, like in a tribe, you know, something along those lines. But this is talking about an outdoorsy type of lifestyle experience, and I'm not talking about like being an avid hiker or climber or anything like that. It's your existence, the way you lived, like you lived off the land. It's like indigenous energy in this card. So let's pull some tarot cards to see who you are and what you're going through in your life, and who they are and what they're going through in their life before you guys meet up and come together. We're not going to take those, Pisces. I am having a hard time shuffling. But I'm getting some new equipment, so having to reach far over the camera to shuffle will soon be a thing of the past. Thank goodness. Because it makes me shuffle so sloppy. Ugh, I can't stand it. Okay. Right, so you are coming through as the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Cups reversed, and the Ten of Swords reversed. They are coming through as the Five of Cups upright, the King of Wands reversed, and the Magician. So, Pisces, we have energy, and this is going to clarify for many of you whether this is for you or not. Because we have the King of Wands here, this tells me this partner is predominantly a fire energy person. Okay, Leo, I just totally had a brain freeze. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? Now, if that's not their sun sign, that's their rising and like their moon sign. They got heavy fire energy in their chart if they are not a sun fire sign, okay? Because we have this King of Wands. And what this tells me, before they get with you, and we'll have to pull more cards because just based on this, you may have had some interaction with each other prior to, like, maybe you were together and then you broke up or something. But my intention for this reading is that there's love on both sides. Like, you both love each other, and like that's ultimately what keeps you together or brings you back together. So that's my intention for this reading. That's a story that's going to come through, not some crap that is just a misconnection or some drama. No, this is actually somebody who loves you back, and that love is what, you know, brings you together or keeps you together. So what I'm seeing here for them is you know, they either broke a lot of hearts or they really had their heart broken. Since we have the Magician here, I'm going to go, and they're showing as reverse energy, I'm going to go with they were kind of more of a heartbreaker type of energy, okay? Especially because this is like, I'm selfish, I'm all about me, I want my way, I want it now, I'm going to have what I want when I want it. Also, you know, with this, it could be that they did have a really heavy duty heartbreak, okay? This energy could really go either way for me. We're going to have to pull more cards, but it's like, if that's the case, they went through this really heavy heartbreak and they just did not have the energy to pursue a relationship or to actually put themselves into a relationship fully. But with the Magician here, it's like there comes a point where that all changes and they realize that they're whole and complete on their own and they have everything they need. And so there's a healing that happens. And if it's an energy where I'm a heartbreaker, again, there's this shift where, you know, a recognition of behavior. Now for you, the way you're coming through is that you're kind of like a hopeless romantic at heart. Like, you somewhere deep inside have this hope and dream that, you know, you're going to be with your twin flame or your love, whatever, okay? But at the same time, it's like your mind is kind of made up that maybe there isn't somebody for you because you've been through quite a bit. Now, it could be that you've been through quite a bit with this person right here. We have to draw more cards, and you've just kind of made your mind up like, yeah, it's just never going to work out. Like, that might be the love of my life, but it's just never going to work out just with everything that's happened. Like, that's kind of your mindset, but this is energy, like, before you meet. So what I'm seeing here is you both kind of have a lot going on before you come together. And you looks like you're struggling, you know, with some bad relationships, and you're just kind of at the point where, like I said, you have this hope deep inside somewhere that yes, you know, there's a chance, but for the most part, you're kind of maybe pessimistic about love, or, you know, like that it can actually ever really work out. So let's pull a card to get your energy specifically and their energy specifically before you guys meet or get together romantically, I should say. Gaia's Garden, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. So you are actually in a good place financially. You're quite financially stable and maybe really creative, and honestly, like coming into a complete new phase of your life when you get with this person based on this card. The Chess Queen, trust, strategizing. And yes, I know I can't say that word, so please don't correct me, because I've had people correct me in the comments before, and I'm like, look, I just have a hard time pronouncing some words, and that's one of them, so bear with me. Anyways, the Chess Queen. Again, this is kind of like manipulative behavior, like I want to control, I want things my way. And that's their energy before you guys get together. So let's see how you come together. How do you meet? What brings you together? And see, you are even coming through as your own energy water there. So, fire. If it ain't fire or somebody who has a very fiery energy, this ain't for you, this reading, because they are fire, you are water. Here you are again, more water. Here is the Queen of Cups. Here's that Knight of Cups again. The Queen of Swords reversed. The Sun. And the Six of Cups. There we have it, Pisces. Oh, Pisces. So what I see here is I really believe that there's previous interaction between you and this person, okay? There's some sort of relationship that has transpired. And by the looks of things, because we have this Queen of Swords sitting in the middle, this is either one of two things to me. Either she's here because you have distrust for this person because of what they put you through. And it's like you finally overcame everything. You overcame, any difficulty, like financially, emotionally, just all of it. Like you established yourself, Gaia's garden. You got back on your feet. Like when this relationship is about to come back together, that's where you are. You are back on your feet. You have your ducks in your row. You are solid. You are stable. It comes through again with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. You are Pisces. You're golden. You are beautiful in your own energy. You have, like, you're holding it down, and you are ready for love. Like, you are opening up to the possibility of love. And I feel like you are trying to offer your cup to this person. Like, you want to. All right, but you're showing very stable, so I don't feel as though like you're pushing an agenda on this person. It's just like you're like, yeah, I would offer you my cup, but we have this Queen of Swords here. So what she's telling me is either there's been betrayal, and that's what keeps you apart from each other, but with the Sun here, that's going to change. So we'll get to that. Or you guys, if it's not like what you've experienced with each other, it's what you've experienced in other relationships, and you have this nervousness of, I don't want to go through that again. The reason why I say this is somebody you already know is because we have this Six of Cups reversed, and since it's reversed, I feel like, again, this is somebody that, it's not like the best energy, like things weren't left in the best way, like you might have felt betrayed or let down, or maybe they just disappeared on you out of nowhere. It's just like you knew this person, you could have dated them even. There's just a previous connection with the person coming through, and when you guys are coming back together, and this could be somebody from like way back in the day, or this could be somebody you dated like a few years ago, or even like 6 months ago, or maybe this is just somebody that you knew in general, okay? And when you guys first met, neither one of you were in a place to be in a relationship just because of what you had been through. So this person is somebody you know on some level. But it's like, because this is reversed, there's something that happened here. Either you were like, no, I can't do this, or they were like, no, I can't do this initially, or somebody boned out on the other person, like just something like that happened. And the energy has changed, okay? We have the Sun here, the most positive card of the tarot deck. It's like there's a complete shift in this person's energy, and they have you on their mind, and it's like you are the sun in the sky, and you are very stable and secure in yourself, and you're willing to offer your cup to them, okay? Like you want to. You really do. This looks so good. Like, so let's see how your relationship unfolds. Also, it could be that like you're just really there for this person, and you help them like overcome if they're in a hard place, something like that. It's like just you, it's Pisces, the love and the abundance of you and your energy is like what attracts them in, brings them back to your life. It's like there's Pisces is the one, like, why am I not there? How do I get back to that? Yep. What did I say? Give your relationship a chance. Yeah, you already know this person somehow, some way, and it just didn't work out, whether it was friends or romance. We have children. This right here could indicate to me that you either met when you guys were very young, or maybe this is your baby mama or baby daddy. Engagement, retreat, and worth waiting for. Yes, Pisces. Yes. What this is telling me is that there's a complete shift in this person's energy, this fire sign. And they're just like, you're the one. You're the one, Pisces. You're the one. You're the one. I want another chance. I want a brand new beginning with you. Please give me a chance. Or it could be you're saying that, please, fire sign, give me another chance. Okay, give your relationship a chance. Children, brand new energy. The energy has changed and shifted, okay? Which allows you guys to reconnect, and your relationship coming back together, you go to a higher level. It's a whole different experience because there's been a lot of growing up on both sides, okay? But it's like a different level. It's, even though it's a brand new beginning, it's not like, you know, how it takes a while to build a relationship. It's like you guys already have that history, but now you're on a brand new page, okay? And with this retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. This to me, it means that the two of you are probably spending more time with each other than you are spending with anybody else, friends, family, whatever. Like, there's just a really beautiful bond and connection, like very much in love. And then here we have worth waiting for. So again, this is somebody you already know and have had interaction with, okay? And that it hasn't come through in every reading. Like, that's not the message for every reading, but for Pisces, it's definitely somebody you already know. This beautiful love story. And what I see for this is like you and this person, like you guys getting back together. It's like we're together. Like, that's your relationship for the rest of your life, you know, or at least for many years to come. It's not like we're going to get back together and break up in 6 months or a year. No. Like, this is a whole different arena. Like, we are together. We are a couple. The sun is shining on our love. So let's pull a card to see how your energy transitions from Gaia's garden after you get into the relationship with them, and what they change from this chess queen. The Shadow Queen. This here is saying that you can't be fooled. So if they fooled you in the past, like, they can't fool you this time around, and they know that. Because you can see through that. Acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. Like, you see her holding that light there, like that crystal, like, all things are illuminated for you now because of your life experience and everything that's happened here. Like, you can't be lied to, you can't be used, you just see through it. Like, it just won't work, especially if this person pulled that in the past and that's why you separated. Like, it won't work anymore, and they know that. Like, no matter what angle they try to come at you, if it's in a dishonest way on any level, like, you'll just know, and they know that. They can't play you for a fool. Like, their magic doesn't work on you. Okay, you see through it. The word Lord, communication, praise, dishonesty. So this card here is saying, if you look, like, we have an old man now. Okay, here we have a young woman, and now we have an old man, and very similar to the magician here. But he's in a whole different environment now. And to me, this is speaking of that shift in energy, that maturity, where you know, we're not playing games anymore. We're not trying to manipulate the situation. We're not trying to work things out into our favor. Like, we are honestly, genuinely, true blue in love with Pisces. Like, and I want you to know that, Pisces. Like, I'm in love with you. You are something special. And, maybe previously, like, things like that were not expressed. Okay? But this person, like, they really mature. There's a big shift in their energy. So let's see what your soul lessons are for this lifetime. What you guys plan to experience with each other on a soul level for soul growth through your romantic partnership. We have the higher self, strength, and reason. Wow, I just have to say this, Pisces. Holy crapola. This here, I actually recently acquired a new tarot deck that is quite profound and actually goes way back about the origins of the tarot. And this is actually energy of Pisces. So the reason why I say that is because here we have you, Pisces energy, and then we have strength, which is Leo, the energy of Leo. And then we have reason, which is the Emperor, the energy of Aries. So again, we have you, water, and we have this partner coming through in this reading as fire energy, Leo, Aries, okay? So what this is telling me is with higher self, you guys have a special soul connection, which goes back to everything I said about this card. And the way you guys connect, you will not connect with anybody else. You won't and they won't. Not the way that you guys do. Because we have this higher self connection. And when you guys are separated and not with each other, even if you're in other relationships, you still feel each other. You still sense each other. If you aren't together, I feel like, again, it's because there's just some things that happened that were very painful and hurtful, or you both were just went through too much and you weren't ready to be with each other yet. Because we also have strength. So that tells me that some of the things you experience with each other is to grow you spiritually, which does involve pain and, you know, a lot of challenge and contrast. But again, it's because you have this spiritual energy wanting to come through. And then we have reason. Again, more spiritual energy, maturity, growth. So the relationship you guys have, honestly, is to grow each other. Like, you both look like you put each other through some experiences that really are painful, but they grow, stretch, and expand each one of you, and ultimately you both transitioned into higher versions of yourself. Because look at you, we have the Knight of Cups upright twice, plus the Queen of Cups upright. Like, you are just perfect, Pisces. You are so balanced. And it's like, because we have Gaia's garden here, also, you are grounded. You're not being too dreamy, because the Seven of Cups is reversed behind Gaia's garden. You're not being dreamy. Like, you're being balanced. You're using the logic. You're using the experience of the past, and you've grown and you've matured and you've expanded really high into your soul wisdom in connection with the non-physical realm. And I don't feel like their growth has been the same growth as you. Their growth has more to do with being a person that has integrity even when nobody's watching, if that makes sense. Okay, it's not to say they're a bad person, but it just, with these cards, it's like they're going to get away with what they can get away with if they can. And whatever happens through your separation or whatever, it changes them to where they realize it's not about whether I get caught or found out. It's the act itself. It's how I impact another person, somebody that I do really love. Okay, they really mature. And with give your relationship a chance, starting the reading and worth waiting for ending it, this tells me like there may be some hesitation, even though you are open, you're loving. There may be some hesitation either on your side or their side to come back together for this second chance, okay? But ultimately, you do come back together and you realize that everything that you went through prior was worth it, okay? Because who you are and who they are now you guys are compatible. Whereas before you had this amazing connection, but you really weren't compatible in life, per se. Just where you were, where they were, what your goals were, all of that. But now, it's like you both have shifted and you are on common ground and you are reaching for the same thing and you guys are finally compatible with each other. Okay? I'm going to pull some advice to wrap up this reading for you, Pisces, about this relationship. Definitely a fire sign for Pisces. And how does this relationship come back together? It's natural, okay? Divine timing is at work in your love life. It is something that naturally happens, okay? Oh my gosh. I love you. These are very important words. Yeah, in the past, as expressed, it may have been that we didn't say, like you weren't given, or you didn't say, I love you, or tell them how important they were to you, or them tell you how important you are to them, okay? Because I love you, these are very important words. It's like this was not fully expressed, but it was always there. Okay, Pisces, it was always there, but it was not fully expressed verbally or through action, somehow, some way. There's a question of, do you really love me? Well, yeah, I do. I do love you. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you that enough before. Nice card coming out. Honesty is essential, yep. To be a loving person is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. This here again is talking about how I pick up on there's something that happened here, and now when we come back together because we are more mature, it can't happen again, and we know that like honesty is essential both ways. Act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So this here, Pisces, is saying that whether you are with them or not, and look at this, we have 37 and 38. Okay, so we have a consecutive elevation of numbers, which tells me this relationship elevates upward. This is saying that, even though they're gone, don't feel the absence of them from your life because they're not really gone. Like, you guys have this amazing spiritual connection, and ultimately that is what pulls you guys back together. Like, is that spiritual connection and the love. It's just because of your past life, neither one of you are going to connect with anybody else the way you connect with each other, but I feel like it was friction, oil and water. You guys were not compatible, even though you had an amazing connection. And then life happens and things change and we move forward and we become new versions of ourselves and we're finally compatible. And the words that were withheld are finally expressed. So Pisces, that is your love story. I hope that you have enjoyed your reading. If you've watched this all the way through and it did not resonate with you, I will be uploading another one on the 14th.